$100 what you figure on a story is 10 feet?
Yeah.
That's more likely. Bring TV to the mountain folks.
Uh-huh. And I want to rechannel it so it doesn't matter what we say. I think we ought to go around to the right first. Are y'all from Lexington?
Yeah, I am.
Are you? Yeah, I am too.
Are you?
Are you?
Go to school. Senior party.
Oh, listen, we've had some good ones up here. In fact, that probably was our second thing, you know, after graduating. Let's go to Lockegee.
Good idea. Beautiful.
You're taking that right in the sun.
That's okay. It'll blend out.
I kept saying, now, he expects me to find my way up here, and I haven't been up here in 27 years.
Is that how long it's been since you've been up here?
I've been on it.
She was a fearless leader.
And right when you were needed, you weren't there.
Needed for what?
Reach us a hand. And
Yes, I were the biggest damn rock you've ever seen.
taller than we were long.
They said, you want me to give you a hand? I said, no, let me see if I can get it on my own.
Then I said, damn, we ain't really supposed to be here.
Well, I yelled for you a couple times, and
Oh, well, we kept yelling at you.
then I thought,
Getting to the top. In our lifetime.
Yeah, right.
I decided you brought us up here to try to make us quit smoking.
Well, I kept saying, I didn't hear the camera fall.
We thought that'd make a big noise.
Your son would never believe you were up here.
My son will believe just almost anything. he doesn't think I
I like your logic.
I'm kind of a chicken shit about things like that. Oh, I should say that. Let's take pictures. Turn off the sound wheel,
I'm going to tape over anyway.
Thank God.
Oh, definitely down backwards.
My leg only goes so far.
I'm not sure mine will go any further. You want me to try it?
Oh, no.
Not to
Let
be
me see.
bested. Teach has to go first.
me see if I held on here.
What about the route that goes down the side over there?
Where? That one?
Yeah.
I don't think she can get to it. It's a good route now. It's a good route.
Well, now, that's not a bad idea. Climb the ledge over here.
Trying to keep my camera from falling out and getting banged around. You need me to move up? You get.
You want me to go down and then let you hand the camera to me, or?
That might be a good idea.
Down here and take a picture of up there.
Okay.
Ooh.
This figure's entitled The Crazy Photographer. I knew him well. Tell about my son, I believe I've been there. My son's getting away.
For my lifetime.
His brother
His
was
brother
killed in
too?
1919, and my grandmother was killed in 29 in Texas. And you know when Taylor died?
Yeah, she knows. You mean brother, my father's brother, Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I didn't know his brother.
I
I'm sorry.
don't believe that's in the Bible. I don't believe.
Poor lady, we're running her ragged and coming up with
You gotta be more prepared, Jane. We've had more fun talking with Jimmy Clay and yeah, Dorothy Holbrook.
He was kind of like she's saying, no one talked too much about him.
who?
Zachary Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's told some tales.
Thought you were talking about Bill there for a while.
No, Zachary, no one ever talked about him much.
Money says he was poisoned by his second wife.
Yeah, there's some weird stories that go around about him. But
Now, you talking about Bill and Allie's brother.
Taylor.
I don't see, he's
Yeah,
not,
Zachariah Taylor Young.
The brother.
not-
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
brother that died.
In other words, same generation as our parents,
Yeah, now
my
when,
grandparents.
when did he die?
I don't, let's see.
We saw the headstone
I mean,
over in
was it
Munster.
before or after Will?
I'm not sure. I think it was, well, I tell you what I would tell you is to write up the obituary in the paper, and I don't think it mentioned his brother. I'll go back and look. Because I would have copied all those and sent them to
You've
Wheeler.
done She knows more than I do.
I've got a lot of stuff.
Well, when you
I
live
live
on
with you.
It should be
Monistic,
natural though, you know, someone who's.
I like that, we like that.
And you have to say, and I was gonna work on it, and, my sister's, children are becoming interested, our child, she only has one child, and that child and wife of that one has asked me for information. I've promised her I'll send her what I have, and I haven't done that yet.
what I'm doing is I've got 5 children and I am taking all these photographs, and there's a process that is pretty reasonably priced, which we have discovered where you can go in Lexington to get it. But it will photocopy
Dudley
in
Square?
color. Mm,
Yeah, Dudley Square?
was Kinko's.
Not on Nixville Road.
Okay, that's different thing, but, sorry.
This is a Canon copier that will also copy color photographs and at the same time enlarge them. So I've made all of mine 8 by 10, and I put them in plastic sleeves, and I'm making a 3-generation book for all 5 of my
I
children.
think that's a great idea. I'm not getting something like that.
And then my kids have asked me to go back and find out stories about them.
Sure, I've done that partly.
Well, it's been a fun thing for me. But these plastic sleeves, I just put them in loose leaf notebooks because these get too full. Well, like, yeah, yours is getting a little bulgy here. And so I told the kids, we'll start out with this, because when you do 5 of each thing, it gets to be a rather massive expense. So I said, we'll start out and you'll have representations from all the different phases of the family. And one of their daddy's mother was asked for pictures, and she didn't get around to doing it for me. So when she saw the books on Christmas Day, she said, well, you don't have the bellies in there. And I said, because I had no supply. She said, I'll get busy.
I just, everything I want to keep, I just stick in here, but about both of our families, and so that's why,
Boone Logan, I've heard of that before.
anytime I see anything like that, I stick it in here. And I see that's Harold's side of the family. That's Harold's side of the family. That's Harold's side. They're better than we are.
Got a good start.
In which way is that?
I'm gathering information and this is all Harold's side.
Well, what's so neat is that if you want to do it, Harold, you can make all of these 8 by 10. Where they're all, every page is exactly the same size. Plus groups, you get to see people better.
Now, this is.
Zachariah Taylor. And then that's she at an earlier age, Amelia.
Right. And that's when this. Who gave me this picture? Billy Young. Billy's son, Bill, gave me this of Amelia and Zachary. He said, and Harold.
Is that the word projection there?
That, She was a child. We're talking 13 there.
She was supposed to be older than he, though, I think.
Oh, I can't believe that. She looks like a child.
And we wondered if
Yeah.
he knew, if he had that picture really.
Oh, so he's talking about.
Do you remember, Harold, we've discussed whether they put it,
Oh, yeah.
whether that picture was
Oh,
right?
now that, I agree
I'm
with
so
you.
grateful he improved her looks, because there he looks like a bug. You know, that
Well,
hard
she was
look.
really supposed to be the refined one, and the one really with the push and the
She sure
drive.
didn't look old enough to be married, did she?
No, indeed.
No
Well,
But
neither
we've
did
always
I.
wondered if he got the right information on whose picture that was.
Well, of course, the best thing to do is to go back to the records. We have her listed. That's one of the things about Juanita's books, is that I've sat and really gone through them and looked them over carefully. And she has got census records all over
Yeah,
the place.
yeah, I knew
And you
she.
could go back and pick up the last time he was mentioned, because he died before she did by a country mile.
Now, you're talking about what does she call her books? I don't know. I have one. The one I have is.
One is like
The Feud?
well, the Feud one is,
No, that's the only one I have. I
well, but
guess.
she had 2 more, and now she's added another one.
I'll have to go and check and see what
And
she
that's
has.
just
Well, you get your
memories of
pictures
the
in
past,
Yeah.
memories of the past or something like that. But see, the book she did, she does not have a picture of her.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew that wherever
She's not
the
gonna get
picture
one
was,
from me.
yeah.
She'll get it elsewhere. She'll have to find it somewhere else. And this is kind of neat because Squire Hogg was Harold's great-grandfather.
Oh, really?
And so received from Squire Hogg $25 voucher as county attorney for 18
That was his filing fee.
And so this is linking the two. This is Dad, and this
See,
is
he was, that happened, what she's got there was during the feud.
yeah. This was in
87.
87.
86, well, that's the feud was winding down.
It was dated
And
1877 by my grandfather.
Grandpa Hall was a sheriff, and
This
he
is
was a county
Dad.
attorney.
My father.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's W, it's just backwards, sorry
Yeah,
about
right.
that.
Yeah, that's right. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah,
Their
it's just
initials are just
backwards.
up.
I've done that several times.
So this is my father, and this is Harold's great grandfather. So it's kind of neat to have. I can't
It's
even
a
remember where I got
small
that.
world.
Yeah.
What is it?
This is Harold's great. This is
It's a receipt.
a receipt, and that
Oh.
my father made out to Harold's
Just
great
the
grandfather.
$25.
So it was just, and here it is, the Tower Hotel. That's kind of neat too.
Mhm.
Look at that. That just has one L.
I've seen it
Here-
spelled a number of different
You-
ways.
Oh, yeah.
William, you may never have heard this little bit of a feud story that I'd heard within the last year. Some detail on it when Grandpa Hall was the sheriff, and he requested help from the state to send troops up here to help control the feud and the situation. And officially they couldn't do it. But they sent rifles instead of sending the National Guard and troops and so on up here. They sent rifles up here in coffins
Rifles and coffins,
Can
well,
use
that sounds
both.
like a
to
good combination.
the county officials up here. And Grandpa Hall took about 200 men out here in Bratton Branch, and they had a 2-week training period with those rifles, and those were the troops. And they came in and they surrounded the opposition, whoever it was, down there in that golf house. And that's where that big last final day shootout came. And that's some information on how that.
That's probably the
Yeah, I'm gonna
shootout
get that
that
Chief was talking
supposedly,
about.
yeah, that Allie and Will climbed under the Galt house and hid underneath the boards of the porch and did not come out until after dark. They're afraid they were gonna get
Yeah,
shot.
that's probably that day that you're talking about.
Yeah.
That they had that big shootout.
Because they said both of them were involved, either from defending somebody or, they were involved in both sides, really. So
They were marked
They probably
in.
got, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to kill him at other times.
Well, they shot your dad through the shoulder, I think,
No, no.
didn't they?
My granddad.
Yeah, it was Zachary they shot.
Oh, was it? I thought
Uh-huh.
Long Time Alley's been
See,
And
shot.
he left,
See, that's when he left the county.
Went to Mount
after
Sterling.
he got ambushed.
and that's when Dad became county attorney.
So,
Your
Judge-
grandfather was county attorney,
Yeah, and then
and he was coming back from Morgan County one day, and they ambushed him, shot him in the shoulder, and he left, and he decided this time to leave the county. He
and
went
then
to
Dad
Montgomery-
ran and
he went to
became
Montgomery
county attorney just when he was 21, I
Or
guess.
appointed.
Might have been born, yeah, don't know.
You know, you hadn't heard that, it could have been appointed.
Yeah, I guess.
But now he was only about 20 or 21 years old when he became county attorney,
When would that have been?
1884, 85.
Yeah, and that's what it was right here when this was.
See, his name is on the loss.
Yeah,
And Elizabeth was Arnold. Elizabeth Arnold.
yeah, this, Harold was Taylor, and then Amelia, then William, then Evelyn, then Allie, Camden, Pruitt, and me.
There was 2 between Taylor and Evelyn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Amelia and William.
I didn't know until I read in that book what Allie was short for. Very unusual.
Well, here, that's not what it's.
Not saying the same thing, is it?
I hadn't seen that before, that,
This is Alkanon.
something different, but here it's Alcannon.
What did the book say it
Someone
was?
just misread.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know this must be Right.
Oh, and being in the family
Oh,
Bible.
You
yeah.
would think in a, yes, in a family Bible,
Mhm.
one would anticipate
Yeah.
mom knowing how to spell the name.
Yes, and her children, she knew what, and being as, she doesn't have Junior down here. I think this is Dad's writing instead of Mother's too. Maybe, I'm not sure. Well, this is Mother's
But he
here.
named this child after his brother,
Mhm, mhm.
and this child after his mother.
So I don't know where that.
And this has been through the family in so many directions, you can't start talking Zane and Taylor and
Mhm,
Zach, you
mhm.
can't keep up with it. And I don't remember this one, Pruitt.
But see, when did Pruitt die?
We saw the graveside of 3 children.
Yeah, right, that's these 3 right here. Pruitt and William and Amelia.
And they were moved from here.
Yeah, that wasn't original gravesite. They originally were buried in Mount Sterling. No, they were originally buried up here, moved to Mount Sterling. And, yeah, they're in Mount Sterling now.
Well, someone's moved the headstones around.
There weren't any headstones up there for these children, were there?
She's
No,
Oh,
we've
you
been
mean in Mount
She's
Sterling?
been in Mount Sterling.
Yeah, oh, okay.
But somebody's moved those
She said they
around.
been moved since the last time she was down there.
Is
Oh,
that
I was there
really?
in '88, October of '88, and they've been moved. 2 of them are butting up together, which you just never see. And then a large space over the
Huh.
inside. Somebody's moved
I was
them
And
there
then
last
one is
year.
sitting down,
way down.
like
It wasn't
they
bad.
tried
It's
to
been done
steal it
recently.
and dropped it.
No, it hasn't been
Right.
recent because you can't see it changing the grass.
I mean, it was in the last year, maybe.
I'd say that's
Yeah,
possible.
because I was there last year and I didn't notice that. I haven't been back since last Decoration Day.
Well, the next time you go, see
Yeah,
if it
I'll
isn't
I'll
different.
go this.
But there are
Decoration
2 butting up next to each other that normally would have space between.
Day. Huh.
And so it looked like people have been like rolling them or pushing them. Of course, it could be the lawnmower, you
Yeah.
can't tell.
Mhm.
That must be one heck of a lawnmower that they
I
move
was
those
saying.
around,
Mhm.
because they're pretty heavy.
Let's see,
It's like
what's their
150
deaths here?
pounds
He died in '23. Yeah, he was just 2 years. Most of them, second summer. That was, see, I think we talked about that. That was such a common. Have you ever heard that, Peggy? They would
Mhm.
say second summer, and that's what Pruitt and Amelia died the second summer. And I had her picture shortly before she died.
Oh,
I
really?
had never seen a picture of her. I could never remember ever having seen a picture. And it gave me the funniest feeling to look at that and see this little child. And I thought, ooh. I guess Mother put it away, just maybe it was too hard for her to.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
But, and the size she is and all, I realized that picture couldn't have been too long before she died. And it gave me a strange feeling looking at it. And
And how old was
what
she
was
when
that,
she,
third
was she the one that was
shot?
12 or
Second one?
14?
Second one.
no, she was second summer too. She and Pruitt were second summer, and he was about 6 or 7. I see. He was born
1906.
6 and
Woody
yeah,
Martin.
he was 6 years old.
Well, Money had told the story
See,
about
there she has written.
losing the children.
See, there, mother's written brother, that is brother, and then mother, to keep them separated from.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Now, see, here she has her name down, Amelia Anderson, instead of O'Bannon. Now, no wonder I'm confused about that, because sometimes you see O'Bannon, and sometimes you see Anderson there. So there she has Amelia. You reckon, surely she wouldn't make that mistake? You reckon her
no.
name was Amelia
When you
Anderson?
write in a Bible, you try to be real careful.
Yeah,
I mean,
You reckon that
when
she...
you're writing a grocery list, you might be a
Yeah.
little fluffy, but not when you're writing in a Bible in that kind of a fancy,
See,
adult.
she was 69 and Dad was 69 also, when they were both 69 when they died.
I have never seen this picture.
Well, we really have wondered about it. And
I
It's
keep
like, looks
looking
like a
back.
father and daughter.
Just to me.
it just doesn't, and somewhere or other, I always
Well,
had
it
this
very
little
easily is the same man, it's just that he has the long,
handlebar light
let's
on
see
it.
the hairline. Yeah, look at the hairline,
Mhm.
with his peak.
Mhm.
And that wasn't that ordinary. their wedding picture, that man should have been put in jail. That child was too young to get married. I mean, I hate to think this.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll write all these questions down and then get the answers and write the answers down too.
Well,
Wait till I'm saying your thing.
But
Okay,
look.
with all the answers? No, just
That's
questions.
just a
look at
question.
this. All the features are the same.
You think they are?
That skinny nose, the very thin lips, which is something I've always disliked on me, is it has such thin lips. Deep set eyes. This isn't a very good photograph, you.
It looks like it's been touched, doesn't it?
In fact, I'll say this, that looks like my mother. Do the eyes.
Well, she has your mother from that picture. It has the same round face Elizabeth had. Don't you think?
Well, it
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
used to be quite so round.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I think they're just now getting to the point where they even slightly resemble each other.
Uh-huh.
They really do.
She looked like Will, your mom.
Until I look at this. But then Will obviously looked like his mom.
Even though like Carol and I, we look so much alike, you can't say which one our children look like. We look
No,
alike.
that's not gonna work. Look at
No,
that.
That's true.
No, that, it didn't. Wide forward now that I always think of Dad.
With his peak.
I think of Dad with that.
No, he looks like him, and he looks like he was a little plumpish too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks
Now,
like
she
Daddy
was
through the
skinny.
eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was
Mhm.
skinny and he was round. And she lasted only until she was,
69.
well,
That's
actually
good.
70
That's
is a
what I'm
good
saying.
age.
That's good.
Especially when you start out marriage at 12.
You look that up and see if she, I don't know where I have gotten that she was the older one.
She even has childlike hands.
She sure doesn't look like it there, that's for sure, that's there.
Well, if she was a cultured woman, she had her hands full taming him, I can just tell. I mean, he looks like, I'm not gonna change. Very solid looking guy.
I've always felt,
That's him,
Carol's heard
all
me
right.
say it a lot lately, because I think of it more, that losing mother at the age I did, I was only 26 years old, that we didn't have an opportunity to do a lot of talking that you would as you grow older. And I think that's one reason I don't know a lot of things, that we just really didn't have a lot of time to talk as an adult.
Well, I'll be honest with you, until we really started getting interested in all this, my mother would tell her stories, and we didn't pay attention.
Turned them
Turn her
on.
on.
Yeah, we didn't pay any attention.
Weren't interested.
And the only reason why we know anything is because she told them so much
It finally sunk in, huh?
that it finally sunk in.
Uh-huh.
And that's just the way it is. And now that we really would like to hear more, we all met in, was it November, December?
November, this last year.
No, the year before,
Oh, the
the
year
first
before
time.
was,
When that first part of December.
I think December, yeah.
And it was just right after that she had the stroke.
Mm.
I think we probably did it to her. I really do. I think it was such a change of routine.
Overload.
Yeah, she was in overload. Although I've been taking my whole family up to Dallas for a number of years and putting on a birthday party for her every year, so she was very accustomed to that.
Mm-hmm.
But we were really interested in hearing a lot of different things because Bill had not heard that much about his father, and my mother loved Jim Clark. As I say, she had that
Jim
picture
and
like
my
that.
father, I've
one
always
day.
heard what great friends they were
Yeah.
now. Uh-huh.
They were in the office together, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always heard the story what great friends they were.
I think Dad, everything he knew or did or was, came through the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty likely.
Yeah.
Since he arrived in Morehead at 17.
And see, I didn't know that money was, or, Lenora was still alive or anything. And of course, she didn't know if there were any clays. I don't think she did it. Did she know if there were any clays still alive or?
You know, it's really kind of funny because
Fairly good.
are you gonna be ugly?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be ugly over there? I don't want to miss it if you are. And remember, the camera's rolling. Now, I really don't think she started talking about it until you all came.
Mhm.
No, first I came to Kentucky in '88. And then I came back and started asking questions, because I was here in October, then I went to Dallas in November for her birthday. And I've got my oldest daughter, Laura, is one of these, she will just sit and listen to her two grandmothers with the most wonderful patience. And look, she just makes them feel so good. The others are running in all the other directions, as most young people do. And Laura will just sit there and listen and listen and listen. And she's that way with a lot of people. And so Laura sat down and she said, now Mom, why don't you start asking Money some questions where I can hear? I'd like to hear it. And I think the video camera was going too. And Money started bringing up a lot of things that she had never mentioned to me. I'm not sure she knew I was going to Kentucky. You know, she'd know, but then she wouldn't know, you know what I mean? So she started bringing up a lot of things, and I'd say, and I met so-and-so, and she would know their whole story. And she'd start reeling it out. She'd never said anything about it before. So yes, I think she thought there might be some left. But she knew exactly who you were. She knew who your mother was. Could tell me all about her, the whole bit. So yes, she knew they were there. But I think she'd closed that door.
Well, no one's been ready to listen to her before.
That may be it. But I never stopped her before. She did. She was persistent, and I'm grateful now that she was. Because now, when we ask her something, she could go into minute detail. You know, like grandmother had 127 buttons down the front of her dress and 27 buttons down the sleeve of the dress, and she wore this
Tails.
brooch and arm tails, and you know, the whole bit. So she can still go through that. It's mostly near memory loss that she.
Yes, that's the way it usually is.
He's a good-looking boy, and certainly a handsome man.
Of course, I think so.
Of course you do.
Is that your dad?
I'll let you see it in a minute.
Okay.
Don't get pushy.
Okay.
We are.
No, that's okay. Keep it there, and I'll look at it
Okay.
rather than pass it.
But that's an excellent picture. That looks like a Senate picture.
I think that probably was taken in
Is this the
Christ.
one that Billy's picture's in? You showed me Billy's picture. There's a clipping out about him being Commonwealth attorney.
I don't remember.
Now I have that clipping.
Now, my big book that I have of I have a lot of stuff when he died, all the paper clippings that my sister kept. And I have that scrapbook, but I was passing it around to my kids to read, and I had left it. I rescued it from one. I said, "You've had it long enough. Now give me that book. Where is it? Have you lost it?"
You always
I
have to
threatened
keep
it within
tabs
an
on
inch of
it.
it. I said, "Don't you dare lose this book now."
Ms. Wheeler said he was governor. She said Fields was governor, but said Allie ran the state.
Oh, who said that?
Miss Wheeler. Nell Wheeler.
We've been
Oh,
picking up
really?
all kinds of good stuff.
Oh.
We really have. And you
Well, he was head of the Democratic Party, and he pretty well dictated who ran for
just
governor.
saying, yeah, for a while.
He said,
I'd say at one
Got a
time, he
seal on
was
it.
powerful, he probably did.
Oh, this is
Oh,
when he-
proclamation when he died.
He handpicked Happy Chandler, I know that.
Rowan?
Yeah, and
Right before he died. That's what he was doing when he went down, he died.
Happy Chandler's name
Car
came up a
Colt
lot.
driving
My mother's
to,
brought him up.
Louisville for
I think he
me.
was racing commissioner
And
or.
never came home. Until he died. And that's what the meeting, he was going to Louisville for a meeting that they were having, deciding who they would support for governor.
Central Committee or something.
I don't know how I got, I guess I took out of that, Evelyn's scrapbook and copied some.
I'm assuming that Money got her clippings from Aunt Elizabeth. I don't know who else would have sent them to her from here,
Probably.
unless it be your dad.
Wait, Merle, tell you another little story. I've heard in the last couple of years, you all may or may not have heard, may not want to hear, I don't know.
Yeah,
Look at this picture.
yeah. That's where the big
Western
one was
Kentucky
taken from.
University and Eastern Kentucky University were established in 1906.
Yeah, they redid that building, refurbished.
They were
And
supposed to.
they did such a nice job, of course, I mean, it's great when they did, and I'm so glad
Regional
you're gonna do it
universities.
all now.
Well, it seemed like they're just
You
moving.
know,
on.
had University of Kentucky, and then one
Uh-huh,
Western
they're
part, so
gonna
they
do
wanted
Thompson
Eastern
Hall,
University,
another one they're
which makes it
gonna
more
do.
geographically
So it's
beneficial.
real fun, I'm so glad they're doing that.
and it wound up through politics.
Except for right about like
That-
a year.
Eastern Kentucky
I don't think
University
two
was put
brothers
at
look all
Richmond,
that much like.
20 miles from Lexington,
I mean, I think they resemble.
which
That makes
didn't,
sense.
which didn't get the
Strong.
job done
When you
geographically.
see those two
That makes
pictures
sense.
together, they don't look that much alike.
And so that was a defeat in
I think
1906,
Election
that
was quite
when
different.
Mr. Young was in the
Ooh.
politics then.
This is,
And he made
on
up
my
his
mother's
mind
side.
at that time
this is my mother's
to
mother and
fight
father.
to get two more,
Well, that's
or
right,
at least
they
one
told
more-
me in the
one
school.
more.
And they were,
University
started
more
saying that, I
centrally
don't know when I
located.
got it out, they were Bath County.
and so they started in 1906
Well, that's what
trying
that
to
book
get
is about. I was real surprised when,
to support and
William
have
was in
another
there
Christian
because
university.
it says it's plain as day.
Well, they finally kept
Liza
working
Bell.
until they got it up for the Senate and so on.
Yeah, she.
And
Anybody that's petting a dog, I know.
Western Kentucky wouldn't go along with it. They weren't as bad off as
Oh,
we
here's
were,
that.
But
that
Western
picture.
Kentucky wouldn't
Yeah,
go
right
along
there, I
with
put it in here.
unless
And you
they
put
would get another
glasses over
university.
your
I don't know
School.
when I did that.
Now, in Western Kentucky, if you're gonna get another in Eastern Kentucky, you want another in Western Kentucky.
Somewhere you don't see them.
So anyway, that's how it wound up. That,
Anyway, someone had.
that's how Murray and
No.
Morehead.
No.
But he
It's not
started out in
exactly- see, I don't know what it's
1906
exactly.
on
It's
a
a picture.
vendetta, more or less.
Wonder how Richmond
may
never
not
got
be, because
east
you're right,
by it.
I
It's
know
the same
politics,
time.
That's why I was saying politics,
It's a-
back
it's
in
a-
1906.
Yes, I had that other one, Tenant.
But Murray's down there where they're,
That's mother,
uh,
my mother.
they're close to
See, the
the
picture
border
I saw of her.
in every
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
You know, they're almost out of Kentucky.
It's very good.
More for Illinois.
Oh, yeah, you can see that.
Illinois, Missouri, and Tennessee, they're only about 11 miles from,
They couldn't draw from southern
Well,
Kentucky, they draw from Tennessee.
yeah, they're only 11 miles from the border down there.
I always hated them.
About 18 miles from
That's where they're
Paris,
tearing the
Texas,
house
Murray.
down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you sick?
Yes, I hate to see that go, but I couldn't do anything.
Oh, I
about it.
thought that was, wood facade, it's brick.
No,
It's
it's
wood.
wood, it's shingles.
Shingles.
Yeah.
Oh, those are shingles?
Mm-hmm.
It was green, wasn't it, Jenny?
I think a long time ago, it was, long before we, well, maybe the Bradleys, it was, might have been green then, back then. It was, I bet it was.
It wasn't in later years, but I can remember when it was.
Yeah, I think so too,
Didn't the Bradleys
built that.
have a home over here too?
Yes.
Other side of the street?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, what
good.
happened, he borrowed money from my father and gave him a mortgage on the house
Mhm.
and could never pay it back. So Dad told Mother, he said, so long as old Mrs. Bradley is living, you never want to have him move. Well, old Mrs. Bradley died about the same time as my father did, so then Mother asked for the house there. And so after Daddy died, we moved into it. See, we lived, when Father was living, we lived up where the People's Bank is.
Funeral, you know, they were funeral.
You remember when there used to be a funeral home there? Lane's Funeral
Oh,
Home used to be
yeah.
there? Well, that was
Yeah.
that was our original house. And then after Daddy died.
That's where
That's-
Jane lived.
but-
Clark Lane now.
Clark
Clark
Lane. Yeah,
Remember
first
the
it was
two-story
there.
White House?
Yeah.
Metal fence around the
Yeah,
front.
had that iron fence down
Mhm.
front. It
Little
had
iron
some,
fence on top of
had some
stone wall.
stones.
Right,
for it to
yeah,
fit.
well, he does remember,
Where were
doesn't
the, where were the fish ponds?
Huh.
At the Bradley house.
And look at it, there was a little pond over too at the funeral home
Yeah,
Where was
on
it?
the left
in
hand
the
side.
side yard.
No, that was a flower cart.
Was it flower plant?
That's the first time I'd ever seen cannons or something.
Right, that's what, well, Peggy, you're a good rememberer too.
I never liked them. That's
My
the reason.
mother-
You always
my
have
mother
some
told
reason
me
for remembering.
that,
I don't remember
I said, it said in the scrapbook from Juanita that they moved in after your dad died, and my mother said, no, that's not right. And I said, well, amazing, I got that
Cannon.
information, from Jane, and she said, well, she said, now that I think about it, the widow lady was living there. She said, Uncle Allie didn't want her moved out.
Didn't want Sam Brady was the owner, and it was Sam's mother that
Yeah.
also lived there, and that's the one he didn't want.
I guess that's an
I
issue
don't
about the widow lady.
remember her.
I don't really either. I remember Mrs. Bradley,
Oh,
you remember
yes.
her, don't you? Yeah.
That's
She was
the
a
one.
lovely person.
Yes, she really was. Yeah, now that's one that wanted Barrett, I think.
She was a talented
Well,
person.
she was
This was
concert
one of
pianist,
these
I understand,
shows.
or could have been.
Yes, and there was one
Had a lot,
that said.
had a lot of polish, a lot of class. That lady did.
She certainly did.
Who is that?
Mrs.
Bradley, Sam
Mrs.
Bradley.
Sam Bradley.
Mrs. Sam Bradley. Oh, their children, Philip and who else?
Jimmy and
Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Oh, and guess who that is?
Yeah.
That's cute. I have all the family pictures. Everybody's walked off and left them, and I've grabbed them up and I've carded them all over creation. My, aren't these pretty? Now, Archie was here when? Was this after she finished nurse's training?
No, before. We were high school.
Right after
Did
graduating?
you see that?
I don't know, I don't believe we was graduated yet. I believe we were,
Jane, you got a lot of this
Yeah.
shots.
yeah, they're in some of those books.
I think you and Archie shared snapshots.
We looked at those not too long ago, one of them was taken up there on Tippett Avenue before the Grange and James house was built. Now, that's before
Yeah.
that's before 1948.
Now, how far is Catalystburg?
Ashland.
55, 60 miles.
That's Ashland?
Ashland, yeah. Just, is this side of? South of Ashland.
It's really
Yeah.
south of Ashland.
Yeah.
You get to Catlettsburg different now than you used to. You know, you go to the river now and turn left, and you're almost in Catlettsburg.
Yeah.
Used to, you had to go through Ashland
Right.
and go south.
Real good friend of mine graduated from medical school at the University of Louisville. And I don't know what year it was, but I think Bill is probably 66 this year. He's a pulmonologist in Corpus. And we started, in fact, he was on the way to come back here for a class reunion and had a terrible accident.
Is that right?
Had to have his jaw wired. It was a terrible mountain kind of accident. Yeah, that looks like the pictures that Archie had of
Crushed to
you.
hip and was having
That's probably about that
surgery.
same time.
She,
Oh.
just, Thursday, I think, when she fell. And she has osteoporosis, I think. She has she had she fell, I think just a year or two ago, or maybe more than that, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and broke a wrist and crushed it real fine. So they realized then that her bones are just super brittle. You'll like looking at some of these things. You'll remember this. I'm trying to find that picture first, and then I'll give this to you.
You're really taking on a project getting all these pictures in place.
Yeah, that's our kids, their school pictures.
Yes, I have a full collection of those.
Yeah, I think pictures are good. All the
Here you are.
You got her in your picture album?
Uh-huh.
Great.
Oh, we find them all back there.
Yeah, what did you say about me always wearing pants?
Let's
Told you
see.
we didn't wear pants.
Let me see if we can. Uh-oh.
I'll be darned.
That's a once in a lifetime.
That's that one pair,
No.
that's that one skirt. I think I saw that
Listen to
closet
the
yesterday.
Maybe they help him back.
I don't know.
We didn't wear pants that
No,
much
we
then.
did not.
Her inaugural dress.
We did not.
Here,
No,
they have that,
Choose
this is
your Peggy
unusual,
Fawcett.
really.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's when we were quite the scrap, that's why they have those on there.
You don't have to explain, Jane. If we want to think that, we're not going to change it.
Yeah, okay. I think this is the wrong book, I believe. I think it's in this other one probably. This is my brother, my oldest brother. Anyway.
Was your dad racing commissioner? Commissioner of racing or whatever it is?
I don't know.
He made it happen.
Seems like Money said something about that too.
I don't know.
Her brother or her father?
Her father.
I was thinking Money said her father.
Maybe, yeah, he might have been.
I'm almost positive in fact that
Seemed like even before Matt Wynn, you know, was it trickle down? Is it Money was talking about that he mediated?
I don't really
A
think
dispute.
so, but it's a possibility.
It might have been.
I
her
really,
dad.
Your mother used to mow that lawn.
yes, she really did, yeah, I can remember that. She used to do it with a push lawnmower
Push.
too.
Oh, my
Real.
God.
Yes,
Real.
she worked on it all for it. And then she finally got a
No,
gas
they
one.
didn't. No one mowed the lawns in those days.
Oh, she did. Yeah, that was
Nobody.
huge. That was a huge lawn
Yes,
to mow too. Yeah, I can
It
remember.
was big
that.
as grandmothers and,
She
Yeah,
rode,
ours put
she rode
together.
that with a hand mower.
Mhm.
Jimmy,
That was a great day when she got the gasoline.
Marvin Clay's boy said he mowed it later on.
What do you mean they mow the yard?
I don't know what
What
they
did you do in place of mowing the yard?
oh, the kids always mowed it, or,
Yeah, we
Mhm.
mowed
Oh,
I
okay,
can't
I
remember, I
thought you
can't
meant
remember
you didn't
Camden
mow the
ever
yard.
doing that either.
well, I can't remember William Earl ever doing it either.
We used to take turns,
William
and
Earl,
she'd make me
she's
go
talking
around,
on you.
she'd make me go around twice, and she'd go around once.
You can see the house here in the back.
You tell that on
Then you can see their
wouldn't you?
shingles here and this.
Oh,
That's about
yeah.
got more things.
Well, I got the impression it was wood,
I don't know who's been
and
talking.
then that looked a little bit like brick.
Yeah, this-
Huh.
I
There's
remember
Alice.
William Earl when he was a little boy riding that
Yes,
tricycle.
exactly.
Pet chicken.
Well, this is probably about the same time that Archie came, right after this.
I really think it's in this other one.
We'll never have small town atmospheres like that again.
No, wasn't that great?
That's
This is
the-
big time stuff now compared to,
Big time traffic, isn't it?
yeah.
There's that
Well, but
fence
everything
William
is
Earl's farm.
comparative, because compared to other communities, this is still small town atmosphere.
But we don't, yes, but we don't have the same,
You're not as interdependent.
Extended family.
We don't know everyone like we do.
we're more,
Yeah.
we're
I
a
don't know,
small,
I've been
we're a small
listening to 'em
town with a
talking, I think you all
cosmopolitan.
do.
Go ahead, Pam.
These are
I
house
get it.
family pictures here.
Now, our population hasn't increased all that much in this county,
This is the old
and I tell
school.
you,
Oh, man.
I took my grandson to school this morning, and coming back, I thought I was on the
They
Jersey
probably,
Turnpike.
there's a likelihood on that car.
It's all
Next, on that next road.
I don't know when she first started going off to school.
Sarah's grandfather.
Looks like.
They should have a road that shoots right through the college.
In a
That
while,
would alleviate a lot of that.
From the connector road. You mean from
I
the
tell you what, I
interstate?
had
Interstate.
looked at
Don't
pictures
even
in
come into town,
cardboard
right off the
boxes
interstate,
for
right into
so long
college.
that I
You
hope
know,
my
it's
children
right over the hill.
appreciate
That you,
the
oh,
order
nice.
that I'm putting things in.
my
I
daughter
tell you,
is
it's like-
so
it's like-
great.
it's like
This
really-
is Taylor.
it's like the boulevard
This
right
is
down here.
Alley. That's-
Well, you put this
See, I've
road and
never
the
seen a
connector
picture
together,
of
you've
Taylor.
got, right in front
Oh,
of,
I
you
know,
know.
in
They're
that,
talking
that
about, they're
one
talking
too.
about
Quite a
widening this
few.
road down here, not like
Here
the
he is.
barricaded.
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
down.
yeah, this- there he is.
Well, maybe when they get the,
He's a baby.
bypass down here, maybe.
They
they'll
have
Ah.
fix it
two
somewhat.
children.
But it really won't.
Did he live
Peggy,
here?
I think,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I
he lived
think
in that
if you're
house right
going-
next door to this house.
maybe
This
the
is old
students
house.
coming
He
in
lived
on
right next
weekend or
door to it
something.
At one time.
now going to
This
the
house right
dormitories,
Archie has
up on
put
that
it
end of
down.
the campus,
Uh,
yes, maybe.
Zane.
But
Now, is
these
that talking about
place
That's Zane.
rooms,
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure that,
that's Zane, and this is
No, it won't
Hank.
help that.
How many
I'm not sure
kids
they're
are
going
there?
down there and around and up, I think
But I keep
this is
things
short.
like Taylor, Zach, and I get totally confused. He obviously had, Zane is obviously a Zachary Taylor
Mhm,
too,
mhm,
right?
mhm. He's not Zachary Taylor. He's, what is Zane's? Okay. Zane, what's Zane's full name?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
I don't know
either.
where he had them.
Isn't that terrible?
I just figured that was a new way of identifying another Zachary Taylor.
He's,
Zane?
yeah, I don't think, Zane's not a junior. Mm-mm. Zane.
He just
Well,
had
if that's
Zane.
Vivian, what Zane's name
Yeah,
is.
she was just
Zane
in the
Grant.
office today.
Was she in the office today?
That's looking man.
That's Taylor right there.
And he went by the name Taylor.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, Archie has a picture and she has Zane written underneath
Yeah,
it, so
that's-
it's
yeah.
when she was there.
Now, that's the one, yeah, right, he would have been around.
Taylor's your brother?
He was my oldest brother, and he died
I take that back.
in
Archie
48.
has a picture, but she didn't have his name over it, so I didn't know that was Taylor. Archie's got this picture with Aunt Mary.
And this is Camden, another brother.
That I know I haven't seen.
Well, they dressed, didn't they?
Isn't he a handsome fellow?
Okay. And see, Camden died in what year? Camden died in 66.
I didn't even remember, and he used to live right behind us.
Let's
so-
see. 66, he was
Didn't have
born
everybody
in,
look like
Camden was born in 20.
So he was 46.
He was 46 and Taylor was born, and
Kim-
Taylor
Kim
was
died
45.
Kim died about 66.
Yeah, I have it right here, I'm looking
What
at it.
it say?
June 10th, 66.
I had that right. didn't I?
Yeah, right. And I wasn't sure whether Taylor died in 48
Are
or
you keeping
49.
score?
That's one for me.
And Taylor died, I wasn't sure if Cindy was a baby or if it were her first year or her second year, and it was her first year. I thought it was 48.
Yeah.
Baby.
That's Taylor.
You know, of course, Mrs. Young, she worried to death about me, but we lived next door to her, and at night, in the middle of
And
the
this
night,
is my
they called
sister.
us.
And her
told
son.
us Taylor
That's
was
Magruder.
dead.
They're
And
both gone.
So
He died before
went
she
over
did.
next door and knocked on the door.
And I
And,
always believe she got cancer.
Didn't lock the doors
By
back
one of my
then.
And I just
suppositions.
pushed the
is
front
that,
door open, and I yelled,
She
now,
was
Mrs. Young is
dressed over
terrible.
death with the sun.
She was not one that went into
She
depression,
came
but
to
any
the top
that
of the stairs, and she was getting
stressful
rolled
shocks
on.
lower your resistance.
She says, oh, what's the
And I
matter? Just
think
take
that's-
it.
Well, there's a lot of link also to depression and cancer.
Well,
Where you
she
used to
really
live?
wasn't a person that
Where
liked to
Alan
be
did.
depressed.
Oh, okay,
But
I
I
don't
think it
remember
was
that.
just such a shock when she lost him.
Remember that little,
It made her vulnerable to cancer, and so she
little house right
died
there?
not too terribly long.
You remember,
What took care?
Oliver's big two-story
He was
house?
scuba
Uh-huh.
diving.
Remember Blair's too,
And,
living on the,
I never
Harlan
did
Blair
understand how
and-
it was.
Well, that's on that
He
on the
got
next
to,
corner.
Yeah.
to the
But there was
Caribbean, and he
a
had taken
one-story
lessons
frame
before
house
he
between
went.
Tollivers.
And when
okay.
he was getting away,
Big
well,
house, and
about the
Mrs.
time he
Young's big
left,
house
Evelyn
over there.
called me and
That
said,
the
I
young,
am so
they
worried
owned,
about Joe
and we rented off of
doing
it.
that scuba diving. Said he's told me his mother, I've taken lessons.
Was there
blah,
a
blah,
house
blah,
in
blah,
that
blah,
area
blah.
on a corner?
But anyway, he went down to,
That used to have
with
a
an
fence
instructor
around
and all, he had a
Tall
guide with him,
fence?
and they went to quite a,
Maybe
The only
they had
thing I
a
can
dog
think-
very deep.
The only thing I can think
And
of,
he
it
got
might have
in
been the
trouble,
house that was
and,
standing
They
there
brought him up and
where
he was-
Bob Brown built
and I
that
never
garage.
understood
That's what I'm
it.
Well,
talking about.
sometimes if they
Seemed
want
like they had a dog.
to-
in
On
there.
that corner.
Uh-huh.
We thought,
And they
our
kept
first
the, you
supposition
know,
was he'd had a
the
heart
dog
attack,
in
but he
by
didn't,
that
because he was a
fence.
prime cat, he was
Because
heavy
it
set.
seemed like we
he
used to
worked
walk
very
by and
hard,
even
he
frightened
prayed
us to walk
hard,
back because
and
we
we
heard
always
the dog
first thought,
barking.
"Oh,
And I
it's
think it
a
was
heart
a
attack," but it wasn't
a
heart attack.
Doberman or
It
something
was
like
not.
that.
And I'd ask his, even with like
Jane,
I
maybe.
still
I
don't
can't
understand.
remember
what really
that house
happened.
too well, but I think there was, it had to be right
They had a
there.
lot of trouble
before Paul
with
And
died.
there were doctors
It was
right there,
right
he was an
He
MD.
tore it down and
Uh-huh.
built that garage right
He was
there.
an MD himself, and there were doctors right there on the boat, right where they were scuba diving, that, could, it wasn't because he was lacked any attention, because there were people right there to give him attention.
How about a Barry aneurysm? That sounds likely.
I believe in autopsies fully, I think people, and I don't, did he have an autopsy?
Who are you talking about, Ken?
Joe.
No, Joe.
That sudden onset and being at a great depth, and